What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to One Meal a Day with Jay. This should be the second video that you guys should see on this channel. So what I want to talk about in this video is my actual fasting schedule, okay, or my new schedule, my new how I plan to make this 1 meal a day lifestyle stick, okay? Because basically what I've realized and what I've studied and seen and experienced is the biggest mistake we make when it comes to trying to lose weight or trying to be healthy and trying to accomplish these type of goals is we set unrealistic expectations, okay? We try to go cold turkey. We try to put, too much pressure on ourselves. Uh, we see somebody do something extreme, and we just think that it can be easily replicated, and we don't put the time and energy into it that we think we need to. And that's not something that I want to continue to do. That's something I've been doing with water fasting and dry fasting and all other kinds of fasting, where I just kind of just go cold turkey, go super hard, and then just crash and burn. You're always going to crash and burn without some type of plan, without writing some shit out. Um, that's just what's gonna happen. I mean, that's just the reality of weight loss. That's the reality of life, honestly. You know, seldom do you just go out and just wing it and it just works out. You know, you may start off winging it, but eventually you're gonna have to put some concrete foundational plans down to sustain whatever success you're trying to achieve. I say all that to say that I have got me a little notepad here on pretty much how I want to do my 1 meal a day lifestyle. Okay. So here's how it's going to go. Every day, Monday through Sunday, I'm going to fast for at least 20 hours. Period. That's just the end. There is no, that's it. 20 hours. If I can't go 20 hours a day, then I'm a loser. Just be honest. I've done the longest water fast I've done is 16 days. The longest dry fast I've done is 3.5 days. So I've gone 2 weeks without any solid food, and I've gone 3.5 days with no water or food. So 20 hours a day of just being able to drink water doesn't sound like something that should be hard for me to do, because that's just that's a good threshold for me now. Some days, if I decide that I want to, do 22 hours or something, or even, because here's the next rule. The next rule for me is no eating from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Now that's where it gets tricky, because if I'm fasting and let's say that my 20 hours ends at 8 o'clock, but if it ends in that 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. window, then I'm still not going to eat. So that fast may turn into a 36-hour fast, which then it kind of gets into that alternative day fasting, where you eat one day and don't eat the next day. And if that's what it turns into, that's just what it turns into. But I definitely want to get back into the habit of eating earlier. Preferably, I would like to try to create a eating window between maybe like 1 and 5 o'clock, maybe like 2 and 6, and then, no eating after 7, because I really don't want to do a lot of eating and laying down. And just to help with the fasting, I mean, because 7 to 7, 9 times out of 10, I'm sleeping through those windows. At least 85% of the time between there, I'll be sleeping or resting. So I won't be using a lot of energy, and I could just be resting. And that's 12 hours of fasting free every day that I should just get if I abide by this schedule. The next thing for me is I'm kind of in between on this. I guess we'll see how it goes. But as of right now, in that 20-hour gap, or whatever, I'm just gonna drink water. I thought about maybe doing fruits and vegetables or smoothies or juices, but for right now, I just want to keep it simple. I think keeping it simple is the best way to do it, because when you try to play the game of, well, I'm gonna do some juice, I'm gonna do some fruit. It's just, you have to have a sturdy, strict, solidified plan. This, when it comes to something like this, when you're trying to obtain something like this hard, this that requires this much time, energy, you have to be dedicated. And I feel like the easier way to be dedicated is to just have a simple, strict thing that you're gonna go by. When you try to throw in all these, oh, maybe I'll drink water with a lemon, maybe I'll drink juice or smoothies or this, then you just kind of confuse yourself and you get frustrated and just say, forget it, I'm going to get a cheeseburger. I'm telling you, this is how it happens almost always. Don't over frustrate yourself. Don't overthink it. Just figure out a plan and just do it. That's what I'm going to do, and we're going to see what happens. Now, if I fail, don't listen to me. You know what I mean? But from all my failures before, I can tell you what hasn't worked for me. So I'm just letting you know what I'm going to try to work now. The only other thing I have up here is that Monday through Friday, well, actually, I got two more things. Monday through Friday, I'm going to try to do, that one meal is going to try to be home cooked meals, preferably like baked stuff, no fried and shit like that. Fruit and salads. Now, I say that because, I am an over-the-road truck driver. So being out on the road, it's not always realistic to think that you're going to get a super healthy meal. You know what I mean? However, most truck stops have Subways. They have like the little mini salads that you can go get out of the cold storage or whatever. So, those would be acceptable for me for my fast, Monday through Friday. Now, Saturdays and Sundays are going to be what I will consider cheat days. Now, some people would say, well, what do you mean? Well, what I mean is that I'm still going to fast for the 20 hours at least. However, Saturdays and Sundays, I'm not going to be as strict on what I'm going to eat. Now, granted, I'm not going to get the garbage of the garbage because 9 times out of 10, if you're fasting like you're supposed to, by that second or third week, you're not even going to want to eat anything too crazy because it's going to hurt. It is. I'm telling you, it's going to hurt because you're going to be, fasting, hopefully putting more productive things in your body. And to switch so harshly back to something that's going to be like a cheeseburger or something really greasy, it's going to tear you up. It really is going to tear you up for real. So, what I definitely want to do is give myself the freedom to have a fall off, but just not go too crazy. And I think by telling myself in my mind that, hey, Saturday and Sunday, you can, kind of play with it a little bit, that will keep me from getting something I shouldn't be getting Monday through Friday. Because the reality is nobody is perfect. That cold turkey is very hard to do with anything, whether you're alcoholic, whether you're a drug addict, whether you're a sex addict, whether you're an attention addict, whether you're whatever it is you're addicted to just go cold turkey is very hard. I'm not going to say unrealistic, but it's very hard. So to help, because food addiction isn't as, well, technically it is as dangerous as those other addictions, but it's much more, I guess, acceptable to society to be addicted to food than it is to be addicted to crack. You know what I mean? But, to help wean you off of those addictions slowly or help more healthfully, it's nice to give yourself a little room, a little wiggle room, let's call it that. And that's what that Saturday and Sunday. Now, I'm not saying you have to do that. I'm not saying you have to do any of this, but this is what I'm going to do because, again, I've been trying to lose weight for a very long time, and I do think that this plan best fits me. And that's what it's all about. It's about finding out what fits you best. And would I love to go out and water fast for 60 days and lose 100 plus pounds, or, dry fast on and off for 3 months and lose however many pounds, and, do what the fasting fat man did, or do what all these other great YouTubers in this realm have done? Absolutely. But the reality is sometimes what's for somebody else just isn't for you. That's just the simplest way I can put it. If everybody could do what everybody else could do, nobody would be different. It's just what it is, So I feel like 1 meal a day is the best thing for me in my situation. I feel like this is the word that comes to mind with this is sustainable. Sustainable. Sometimes we always You know, we're trying to go for the 50-yard touchdown bomb, the 3-point shot from the logo. You know what I mean? A home run when if you get a base hit, it's cool. You know, if you get a layup, it's cool. If you just get the first down, it's cool. You know, because if you continuously keep getting those things, you're still going to eventually win and get to where you're trying to get to. You just won't get there as fast as if you do it the quicker way. You know what I mean? And so, and those ways normally are more sustainable. You just can do it for a longer period of time. And really in weight loss and health, I feel like that is more pivotal than anything. Is not so much going hard with something, but doing something over a long period of time. You know what I mean? If for example, let's say somebody does a 5-day water fast, right? And they lose 20 pounds in that 5 days. Cool. So we both started 300 pounds. You've lost 20 pounds. So now you're 280. Now let's say I do 1 meal a day and I do it for 5 days and I only lose 5 pounds. So now I'm 295. So you're 280, I'm 295. Now after your if you're like most people, after that 5 days of water fasting, what are you gonna do? You're gonna crash. you're gonna drink water up until that point. You're gonna crash, and then you're gonna start going back to eating all the shit that you used to eat. And you're gonna gain all that weight back. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm not saying that to be discourage anybody, but it's just normally what happens, especially when you're new to this. However, with a 1 meal a day, if I can be consistent with that for the course of 5 days, 10 days, 15, 20, 25, that weight will come off slowly, but it'll come off and it'll stay off. And that's just how I'm looking at it. So a lot of people jump into a water fast without a plan on what to do after they lose the weight. 1 meal a day is what you can do to lose the weight and keep the weight off. You can't keep the weight off with water fasting. Like water fasting isn't, in my opinion, is it something that you're just going to do every day or every month for the rest of your life. You can, but it's just not realistic. 1 meal a day, you can do 1 meal a day from now until you die. And you'll be just fine. Probably better than fine. And that's just what that's what my research has yielded me. And that's what I'm going to do. So that's all I got for this video, man. I hope you've learned something. I hope that you join me on my journey. If you come over from my trucking channel or just one of the mini groups I'm probably going to post this link to, let's do it together, man. You know, there is no 30-day challenge. There is no, 45-day challenge or, we have from now until now. We're not doing that type of situation. Like, I just think that those are pointless. Because at the end of the day, it's not a competition. It's not a challenge. It's just, it's a lifestyle. Either you about this life or you not. So, I'm not going to try to entice you to do something that I honestly feel like we all should be doing anyways. Because, I want to live to see 80, 90. You know what I mean? I want to be able to run around with my newborn that's coming, with my 6-year-old that he about to be 6 next week, with my Great Dane puppy that I just got that's about to be a handful. I want to be able to run around with them, shoot basketball with the boys, and wake up in the morning and feel energized. And I want to be able to be happy to be alive, not just dragging around looking for some type of narcotic to, get me through the day, whether that's alcohol or, whatever. So, but that's all I got, man. I hope to see you guys next video. And I'll probably do a weigh-in again on Friday. Well, no, I won't. What's today? Like, I lost track of my days already. Today is Friday. So next Friday, because today is Friday. So next Friday will be the first or the second weigh-in. And we'll see where we at, no matter what. And we'll see if this is as sustainable as I think it is. So, but until then, man, I hope you guys have a great day. And remember, man, every day is another step closer to your goal. And your goal is closer than what you think it is. So keep pushing. I'll see you guys next video.